Hey guys, so today we will be checking out the AI writing assistant for the WordPress, and that's called Get Genie. Okay, so we have purchased this plugin to check it whether it's worth investing some amount of money on this one or not. So let's check it out directly, and we will be providing our honest opinion on this one. So let's check, and you can also decide looking into what we will be doing to create a blog post starting from the keyword research. So basically what GetGenie does is it will help you researching about a particular keyword and creating a blog out of that. So that's the whole summary. Okay, let's start directly. So we have this plugin already installed in our system or our website, and let's check this one. So when I click on GetGenie, so it will open up the list of templates that are already predefined. So you could see there are a lot of predefined templates that we can use, so including blog wizard, WooCommerce wizard, BAB, problem, agitate, solution, IDA, listicle, ideas, definitions, ads, sentence rewriter, title. There are a lot more. Tagline, social media post and copy, WooCommerce product, short description, long description, product title, benefits, meta description, why kind of questions, and there are a lot. Okay, so I think it would be best if I use the blog wizard to create a blog from a particular keyword. Let's start it. Okay, so let me click on blog wizard. So what it does is it will create a new post, and so you could see that it has opened the Get Genie sidebar on this side. Okay, so there are two options where we can get activate this one from this button also, write for me button, or the sidebar that is brought to you by Get Genie. Okay, so let's type in a keyword. Let's try to find some keywords that are usually not being searched, not just like how best coffee maker, how to make a coffee, how to make pizza. These are common things, right? So okay, let's see how to climb Mount Everest. Okay, so context. It is, even though it is optional, if you provide a bit of information, I believe that will help us or help this particular tool to create proper decision on what sort of content it should write. So let's start it without any context. So SEO mode on, global. So let's analyze the keyword. So there are creativity level. Okay, so the keyword search volume is 2.4k, competition is quite low, that's the CPC. So last month there were around that much of search, average 12 months, so highest, lowest. So that's the trend. So it will give you the keyword analysis and then the details. So that's the search volume trend. You can look after the Google trend also. So you could navigate to this one and see what is the search result for the particular keyword that you have entered. And these are the related keywords: how to climb Mount Everest. So capital small letter, how to climb Mount Everest for free. I think that's not possible at all. Okay, so how to climb Mount Everest for Indian, how to climb Mount Everest from India, and there are a lot of similar keywords, related keywords. Okay, let's find the competitor, fetch data. So it will give you the competitor list for that particular keyword that you have entered. So the keyword that we have entered is how to climb Mount Everest. So there are a lot of factors that we should think about or we should take care of while climbing the Mount Everest. I know a bit, and let's see how relatively it will generate the content for us. Okay, so it's still fetching the competitor websites. It shouldn't take that much of time, but let's see. Till time it is generating that part, you can check what creativity level is. So if more the creativity level, the more innovative and creative outputs we get. Okay, so search result, how many variations of title would you like to, so the number of titles that you can add over there, 2, 3, 4, 5 according to your requirement. So it gave us our competitor website list. So we can check more details by clicking on this one, so that will open up in a new tab, and then we can check the details. So as to where is Mount Everest and how old is it, so there are kind of various ones, and the questions asked, so that's from Quora, and there are a bunch of questions. Okay, so we get into that. Let's generate the title. They have claimed that they will prepare the SEO-friendly article or SEO-friendly analysis for the users. So let's see. How to Climb Mount Everest, a beginner's guide. I think that's something that people may look into that, because experts will definitely already know how to do those kind of steps. So how to climb Mount Everest in 10 steps, because I don't think that's quite relevant, and so this might be a better idea. So let's click next. So it took us to the intro section, how to climb Mount Everest, a beginner's guide, and let's try generating the intro. You can tweak the title as well, so it's not necessarily it has to be the same that has been provided by this Get Genie. So you can have your very own also. Okay. So have you ever wanted to climb Mount Everest? It's definitely not an easy fit, but it's definitely possible with the right preparation. In this beginner's guide, we'll go over some of the basics of what you need to know in order to make your dream of summiting the world's tallest mountain a reality. Okay. So that's a nice one. Considering, okay, so I think I like this one more. So let's mark it and click on next. So that's the title, intro, and let's generate the outline. Okay, so it will give us the list of heading or the outline that has been added by our competitors, so we can select them, the basics, what you need to know, okay, and then the necessary gear, what do you need, okay, what should be prepared, okay, ascent, descent, and you are done. Tips for a successful climb, so I can pick from multiple. Okay, so you could see, so these are the outlines that we have selected. Okay, anything, not at the moment. So if you would like to add your own outline, you can add that one also. So summary, or maybe tips, we already have the tips. What to add on this one? Tips for successful climb. Health factor. I don't want to enter that one yet, so let's leave it. So let's click on insert. Okay, so you see that it has added the header, the intro text, and then the titles that we have selected on that one. Okay, so that's, so we have this one, this Get Genie icon right on this bar, action bar I would say, and then write content, expand outline, continue rewriting, continue content to rewrite, so expand outline. So let's do that. So today we will be checking how factual information it will be providing, and if a user or if someone is trying to climb the Mount Everest, whether they will find relevant information or whether they will get some benefit after reading this blog, kind of stuff. So we will check it directly. Okay, so the basics of what you need to know, the necessary gear. Okay, hiking boots, okay, warm clothing, there is quite cold environment in minus degrees Celsius, so you need to prepare with warm clothing, climbing equipment, miscellaneous items, some glasses, water, food. Okay, so this seems a little relevant for me, and let's try on this one also. Okay, no, that's the basics, so let's click on this. Okay, continue writing. And another thing that I think you may have noticed is the score. Okay, so one thing that I didn't like is it took the same format, so it's not the header anyway, so let's make it not the header. Okay, so how do I make it the content? The heading, so that's the paragraph. Okay, so it's probably there was no enter or something. Okay, the preparation, maybe it may be the reason also, so we will check that a bit later. So that should be H2. Not at all. 18. Okay, I think now I know why did that happen. Okay, so that's definitely not the... Okay, so it did repeated the same thing. And the preparation, expand outline, yeah, I thought we did continue to write, so that was a mistake from our side, so that's why it continued writing on the previous one. Okay, so let's expand this one. So the preparation, so that's lifetime experience, extreme cold, prepared before. Okay, that's also cool. So the ascent, let's see, I mean, since we are writing a blog about climbing the Mount Everest, whether it will understand it is all about writing for that particular topic or not. So let's expand it and see. I mean, the question is whether they will understand, or whether this tool will understand the context of what we are writing about. Nice. Okay. So few things there. I think there are several routes up the mountain, so maybe we need to work on a bit with the grammatical stuffs. Okay, so let's enter this one, and let me select again, then expand outline. Okay, now let's do one more thing. Okay, let's do the descent. So let's select this. No, I don't see that one, so that's probably okay. Continue writing now, so let's try that one also. Okay, so it is repeating the content. So climbing back down Mount Everest can be just as treacherous as the ascent, so it is repeating the content. Here are some tips to help you safely get back down to them. So it is repeating the same content here and there. Give yourself plenty of time to descend. Okay, so it is the repetitive content. So what we got is the repetitive content and what it had previously written. Okay. So let me just delete this one. So on that note, so this is one of the drawback that I saw. So it keeps on, when we rewrite or continue writing something, that keeps on repeating the content. So that's something that I didn't like about this one. Okay, so let's do one more. Enter, select this and expand outline, and we will see the rewrite feature also, how that will work. So after you are done, once you have successfully climbed Mount Everest, so let's copy this content and let's try the content continue to writing also. So if they will finally remember that descending Mount Everest can be just challenging as climbing. Adverse conditions and technical climbing Mount Everest, be sure to follow the instructions. Don't forget, descending the mountain can be okay, so rewrite is somehow okay, I think this is good. Okay, so tips for successful climb, because I didn't. Okay, so expand outline. Let's expand this one. Okay, so basically what we understood till the moment is Get Genie is all about doing a keyword research, finding the list of outline from the competitors and copy over there those that you like the most, or create your own outline. So that you can do, and then you can just keep on expanding the writing based on the outline that you have selected. So so these are the tips. I think the outline generation and the content writing is quite okay, but when you expand the writing, it is duplicating the content or copying the same content again and again. So that's one of the drawback. I hope they will fix this part of scenario. And another thing, okay, so score is still showing 10 on 10. Okay, so we need to work on a bit to get a more SEO friendly article. So this the basics of what you need to know. So let's also try that. Let's content rewrite what it does. So the basics of what you need to know. I thought it should open up that part when we select this one also. Yes, so it gave us okay English. So let's try to rewrite that particular paragraph of content and see. If you are looking to tackle the world's tallest mountain, you'll need more than just a sense of adventure. Mount Everest requires some specialized gear if you want to. Okay. Okay, you need some specialized gear to make it to the top safely. Here is what you'll need. Okay. Okay, so the writing feature is also not that bad. So the continue writing is the only thing that has some drawbacks. Okay, so to get the score 100 and 100, you need to work a bit more on selecting the outline, creating or editing your own outline, or adding some extra outlines on what you have copied over from your competitors, kind of stuff. So this is about the Get Genie, and you can also get that feature from over here, Write for Me, and you will see that sidebar up here to the right on the right side, and you can also see frequently questions asked. You can add them, insert them also. Yeah. So you could see the selected ones has been added over here. So you can also add those things on this one, and then you can add outlines. So let's see. No, sorry, not add outlines. Let me see if it will add only this page has some content. So do you want to replace that? No. So see if it will add only those that are newly added. No, so it doesn't. I think the lesson over here is you need to think prior writing the content, otherwise it will, if we replace the content, it will just have the outline only. So you need to think very well prior writing your content. If you would like to add the new title at later stage, you will need to do that manually. Okay, so if maybe I can remove. Okay, yeah, that is also another way. But anyways, it won't add it to the bottom, so that's not something that we are looking into. SEO, that's enabled. So SEO disabled, so it won't give you the competitors analysis. So that's SEO enabled and disabled. So that's how you can create content, and you will need to edit it. You will need to fix the grammar issues, and there are a few, I guess, not much. And let's try to find. Okay, let's see the plagiarism. Copy. Okay, so it didn't. So what we are trying to do now is, that's probably our website, it's behaving a little weird. Let's try to check whether it has some plagiarized content or not. Copy. So let's check Grammarly plagiarism checker. Okay, so let's see. So we are trying to go in as much detail as we could, so that you can watch this entire video on creating the content and see whether it's worth for your requirement or not. Okay, let's scan. So while it is checking for oh wow, that's nice, no plagiarism found. Very good, grammar is correct, spelling is correct. So there are a few grammatical stuffs that you will need to fix that we could do easily. So one tip what we would like to share with you is, don't just copy everything that's been generated by AI. So you'll need to give it a human touch, otherwise people will know, or Google will know that okay, this is being generated by some AI tool and that's not worth for the readers, kind of stuff. So the takeaway on this one would be to edit the content that's been generated by the tool. Let's take an example of Get Genie over here, and then make it human friendly, human readable. If you see any inconsistent stuffs over there, and then only publish it to your website. So that's the takeaway on this one. So while we are doing this test, so I've already shared what I liked about this one. So plagiarism-free content, grammatical stuffs, there are a few that we need to fix, otherwise that's also fine. And there are a few other stuffs that we can use. So today we will be wrapping up with this blog wizard. We will take some other time to test other stuffs. So the summary is, it is generating the nice content. The content is quite readable, and the outline, that depends on us, what we select from our competitors, what is trending, kind of stuff that we should research a bit prior starting the writing. And so overall, GetGenie is quite nice plugin for WordPress, because you can directly work right from the WordPress. That's something that I liked about, because there are majority of other AI writing engines that we have been using, but they don't have any WordPress integrations. But this is the one that has WordPress integration, and that you can create the content directly from within the WordPress. So the summary or the overall review on this one is, I think they are working on some improvements. So the issue that we had with continue writing, that was copying the content. Other than that, we find this plugin quite useful. And if you have a need where you will need to create SEO friendly articles from within WordPress with the help of AI, then this GetGenie plugin is one of those that you can have in your list. Thank you.